welcome back to Geekset Rewind. Yo, we back.
We back?
We back. Bro, I'm excited about this because we ain't did a review in a while. You know what I'm saying? The strike took us out. So, shout out to SAG-AFTRA for getting that deal and making sure, standing on
Shout
business.
Shout out to you guys.
Standing on business, man. We can get back to business, back to reviewing these movies and shows, and we went to go see Napoleon.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Hey,
that was a blind side.
Yeah.
It was a blind side. It was a blind side.
I thought it was gonna be way more dry than it was.
So here's what we're gonna do, something a little bit different because we want to make sure that everybody can enjoy Geekset. So we're gonna do like the first few minutes, PG-13, and then we're gonna give y'all a traditional Geekset. Okay. That's to make sure, because I know there's a lot of stuff that we want to talk about for this. So first things first, I do want to start off just right off the rip. What are you ranking this video? Let's go ratings real quick.
What are we rating out of?
Out of 5 Eagles.
I give it a 4.
Give it a 4?
4.5 actually.
I was gonna say 4.5.
I'm going 4.5 as well because this was a movie that I don't know. I think you had the most knowledge of.
Yeah. So even from the trailer, I was like, all right, I'm here for this. Like when you first heard the movie, like when I first heard it, I was kind of interested because I know like Joaquin Phoenix, he's a great actor.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, kind of intrigued, but it's probably gonna be very dry. It's gonna be very military, like how those World War I films are. Like they're very battle.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the trailer or anything.
Me either.
So
the trailer. That's when I first was like, okay, this might be something different. Because the trailer, it immediately, first and foremost, it's definitely gonna be spoilers. The ice scene.
Ah, okay.
The trailer, and like I said, like I was telling you guys on the way back yesterday, the way that they cut it in the trailer, the part where he dusts it and he sees it's ice. As soon as he looks up, it cuts to the cannonballs flying. So it looked like he was just like,
at the same time.
Is that really a spoiler if it's in the trailer?
Yes, because now they know it's different from in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Right, like that doesn't happen right away.
Oh, okay, yeah. But and so for me, like I said, this movie was not on my radar. It wasn't on my radar at all. Even if somebody would have told me, yo, there's a movie coming out about Napoleon Bonaparte, Joaquin Phoenix is playing it, it's something I'm probably, all right, I'll catch it on TV or something. Like
I'll catch it on streaming.
Yeah, I
probably still would have never. It's just so many.
Yeah.
When it comes to political or war-driven movies, in a lot of cases, I'm actually pretty burnt out. From, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there really isn't anything that anybody really has given me or I've seen in the latest years that would be considered something that would be like from our past or war that would interest me. Yeah. Because it all looks the same to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so going into it, I'm like, but you know what? I did make it a point in my head. I said I'm gonna be a blank slate and I'm gonna go in with no expectations.
Right.
I'm gonna just see what we about to get into, right, and everything. And so going into it, and after the first few scenes, I said, "Oh, this movie gonna be different."
Yeah. You immediately the way it starts off when he's sort of like, hey, let me go lead this first battle. That's when I think they were British, but they was all sleeping. And I think you said he was like, oh, they about to get caught. They letting them sneak up super close.
Bro, they was because they was like, yo, y'all not even manning the front part.
Right, yeah. I mean,
like y'all was partying.
I mean, I don't know how many wins he had before that, because when they came to him, because that was kind of like the write up before that scene. It was like this was like his promotion battle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was like, he was kind of guaranteeing victories, and he kind of told him like, we gotta take over this.
Yeah,
I guarantee you this. And he's like, how y'all gonna do it? I think his team was definitely still smaller than them.
Yeah.
Like it's you know what I'm saying? And they just didn't believe how he was gonna do it. And he was like, when we watched it, you like, yeah, bro, for one, they was sleeping. They was too comfortable.
Too comfy.
It's too crazy
in the walls. They were too comfy in the walls.
Because when they kind of pulled up, they was already like, you could hear the partying.
Yeah.
Like they just knew like, hey, we got it. Let's go.
Straight Miami Nice going on right now.
Right. And so, but even right off the rip, because we talked about it too, as the beginning was happening, and he was talking about like, he pretty much was telling us his first plan. And he was talking about like, me and my peoples, what we do is we scavenge for all the metal pieces and we're making smaller cannons because you know what I'm saying? So that way we can rain down on them a little bit more, right? So it's like, and then immediately you see him put that into action and take out a whole fleet, and it was like, oh yeah, he's different. But like where I was like, it's different, it was just even the way he was acting. When he was on that battlefield, he had confidence, but like with the way he was running up, it was like a whole lot of petty. He had something specific that he wanted to do. And he was like, "No, I'm about to get this done by any means." Because when he was going up,
right when he got in, his horse got hit.
Yeah, his horse got hit.
Oh yeah, and he got up. Like, he was salty. All right, man.
Pulled his sword out, went up that ladder, was like,
and I was like, the horse hit was definitely like, all right.
Yo,
I've never,
bro, took that horse chest cavity all the way out.
Never witnessed that.
I jumped. I said, "Oh man!"
Yeah, I really was like, bro, he took that like a glove, like caught it right, like, and dropped. So I was like, this is gonna be a different kind of movie.
Yeah,
so
man.
Like, what's crazy about that? And Joaquin finished. He said he didn't know much about Napoleon before any of this. I
feel like nobody really. I mean, I feel like we always have our.
You hear the man. You
can do
hear
check
the
marks on what
battle.
everybody kind of say, like
But he was like, he read, I don't know, he said that he just sort of was like, after reading sort of his life, his things with Josephine and everything, he was like, I know what kind of guy this is. I know how to play this character.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's really crazy because it's like, we're really like, that's what I said, and that's what I said how it blindsided me, because like I said, I'm looking at this movie, like I said, I'm going in thinking like we said it was gonna be a dry,
I thought it was gonna be like a political, like a war movie, like a straight up war movie.
I get that we was gonna pretty much, him trying to say like we're gonna see his wins, but I didn't think it was gonna be no really personal life.
Me either.
Yeah, you know how they do like those Netflix documentaries? I was watching one recently. It's like on the Age of the Samurai. Yes, you have the dramatization parts where in the battles and stuff, but a lot of it is largely
just
recounts. Recounts and stuff. So I thought it was going to be something similar to that. Like obviously, the recount part, instead of it being like a professor, like a talking head, you just sort of see it.
You see it in the most toxic, extreme way ever. But wait, I also wanted to give a shout out real quick. I have to give a shout out. So there's an artist, but the dude named David. He's got one name, David, and then other artists. The fact that he did not like Napoleon, he drew him that short, and that became it. Because remember, we was like, wait, why is he not super short? He was an average sized man.
That's what I'm saying. He was average height for the time.
Based off of his ego and him being as, as petty and insecure, the artists, they drew him like that.
Right.
Like, kind of like parody. I mean, but it's crazy. Like, yo, you are that cold of a propaganda artist that you have the world believing that.
We saw the TMZ of the movie. Let's not.
But I'm just saying, the fact that is that effective, that where the whole world.
I mean, like I said, watching the movie and you kind of realize, like I said, you start realizing how much people how much the bigger wigs, and then how much the bigger wigs didn't fuck with him. They all was like, we gotta bring him. Because you have to, even like I said, they had those moments where he was like, he had fans. They like, get the fuck away from dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I feel like they had to, like, we gotta bring dude down a notch, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
we gotta bring dude
to your
down.
point of that, like, we know how does this artist do it? All the people who didn't like him probably saw it, was like, yes.
They was like,
let's get
we gonna let that lie go. We gonna die with that lie, because
they will see David shake up with him. I love what you doing, man. I love
hey, David going crazy.
David was crazy.
But again, so the crazy thing is because like I kept on saying as I was watching this, because like I said, we're jumping into all his like his aggression, his insecurities, and everything, and I said, what is this movie? Like, because I was like, it's not a hero movie. Like, it's not a villain movie. It is, but it is because it's kind of sad.
And I think that's what made it. What made it really great is because I think the dryness of what I viewed it would have been like kind of everybody else interacting with Napoleon, but this really was his movie. It was him and his impact to everybody. So
right,
like,
you saw
when you have people talking to him, he just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really was like, he was really already, and that's what I said, the fact that because I really, like, what intrigued me more, like, I wanted to really see what he did up till he got to that point. You know what I'm saying?
So, to that point, Ridley Scott said there is a 4.5-hour director's cut that he's hoping to put on. He said he's hoping to bring it to theaters, but if he can't, he wants to hopefully put it on Apple TV, because they're the other producer.
I ain't gonna hold you. I might go back and watch that.
I was definitely go back and watch that.
Because you gotta see, well, what is you adding? Because I don't know if it's gonna be more before. I know he said it's gonna have a lot more Josephine, and we definitely got to get to her.
Yeah, we gotta get to her. Because that's what I'm saying. We still in the area.
Oh no, we in the PG-13 range, but we about to jump into rated R.
That's what I really want. Like, I'm still in this because it's like I feel like before Josephine came in, a lot of his character was built off. Like he was like I kind of knew. Like, at this person, I definitely knew the hunger.
Yeah,
like,
you can see the arrogance immediately. Even when he was like the party where he met Josephine.
Oh yeah.
I was telling y'all, it looked like he was looking around, everybody having a grand old time.
Well, that's
and my man is just,
you know why? Because he's all about war. He's like, y'all partying.
It felt like Homelander.
Yeah,
like,
he's looking like y'all partying in French. We ain't top dog yet.
But that's
what y'all doing.
That's what it was too, because he was like, that's how I knew he was still getting out the mud. Because he was really like, y'all not talking to me. Y'all don't know what when motherfuckers came to me, was like, I just won the fucking, I just won the battle.
That was Josephine.
Yeah. He like, you don't know who the fuck I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just won the battle. She's like, whatever, nigga. Like,
so, Josephine, Vanessa Kirby, she killed that role.
She did.
Yeah.
She killed that role, G. Because
I'm trying to really, I know her face, I can't really remember from where.
She did a lot of stuff.
Right.
She might be Sue Storm. That's one of the things.
But he probably. Oh no, because you're not a Fast and Furious fan. Yo, you a Mission Impossible fan?
I mean, I am.
Yeah, she was in.
She was in all the Fast and Furiouses.
She was in all of them. She was in a couple of them.
Yeah, she was in. But she was in 2 Mission Impossibles and then a whole lot of rom-coms and romantic stuff. So I don't know.
I mean, her face looks familiar though, so I definitely probably saw the Fast and Furious or whatever.
But like, so because like the relationship between Napoleon and Josephine was so interesting because
it's so contentious. That's what it is.
It's toxic.
It was the like it had its highs. It's truly it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think it started from the dinner though, because I mean, like I said, and that's what I said. We already said it when we saw her, because it's like out of everybody dressed up, everybody had a thing in there. You in here with the raggediest of hair, and
it was just a short. Well, to be fair, nobody hearing this movie.
But her didn't look like it matched the time. She looked like she.
Bro, with the curl hair, I don't think anybody. That was
the curl hair was the time, man.
That Jerry curl,
yeah, there's only one dude. So
that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't white.
That's
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
white.
Like,
I didn't know where he came from. Because there was only one dude like that.
That's his house. That's his house. His house or whatever he was.
You are selling that product. He like, we only one that got it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
House of Curl. That's what it was. The House of Curl. That's where he come from.
I couldn't say that was the thing when I only saw him with
right.
it.
You ain't see a gang of people coming out here with the curls.
Like he was, that's why he had a high roll.
Yeah. Right.
Like y'all ain't got that.
You know what I'm talking about?
When he came to the table with, like, I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that interaction. So you gotta think this, and that's why I say like Napoleon's already he's scrappy dude, bro.
Remember what did they call him? They called him like Corsican rider or something. Remember he was talking to his brother at the beginning. He was like, they already see us as Corsican something.
Oh yeah,
scum. Let's just Corsican scum. They was basically coming at Corsica.
They was really. They was a ragtag bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but then you get this. Like I said, you get the bad. She really was the baddie.
She was the baddie. Like I said, she stood out. She was the baddie.
She and like, but like
her energy, because like she even came up. She was doing something. She said, "Hey, hold on, real quick." Walked to was like, "Hey, cuz, why you staring at me?" He's like, No, I wasn't staring. I mean, like he got the stuttering bad. He was staring. He was staring. He was like, yeah, I was staring.
but I mean, that's what I said. Like, cause it was, and that's how you knew the energy. Like I knew from that moment, cause it's like even when you think of that time, like you waiting for a woman to be like, sir,
yeah,
and the whole, whatever. She just like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Right, yeah. Right.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then he just like, I mean, do you know who I am? I don't. What's wrong with you?
He went straight to flex mode. He was like, yo, hey, it's me. She was like, what's this costume? He like, yo, man, this is my uniform. Like, first of all,
I meant to ask Jarvis, his brother was Larry Strong from House of the Dragon.
Nah. You said that was who?
You know, what they call him, Clubfoot in House of the Dragon.
Was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
I noticed it the second time because the first time I was like, no, dude face looks familiar. And then the second time I was like,
his face was familiar, but I did not think about dude.
It makes sense. I mean, I think they filmed this in England.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when soon as you said it and I pulled his picture up, I mean, it's clear. I forgot about him in that role. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. There was a lot going on in House of the Dragon.
It sure was a lot going on in House of the Dragon.
But again, like Dish said, it's the best of the time, worst of the time, because then they went straight into like it was just like it was all love and everything like that.
Yeah.
He was looking
up. Was it all love?
Not like love. We're talking about like it was like. It was cool time.
That's very
there's steps, and I can guide because I liked this affair as it started, so I can guide this. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it was after because like I said, the petty started was from the. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you looking at? But then it ended where he was like, don't tell me your name. Go on about your business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said,
because she was bet you like, oh, okay, you think you slick. You know what I'm saying? You think you slick. You know what I'm saying?
And the way that she played it, she sent the little kid to him.
Yeah.
Like, my mom said that I can get this
That
sword.
was such a weird moment because at first I didn't put to him like, oh, she just really wanted to see him. At first I'm like, no, she got plenty kids.
She know what she's doing.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, that's how you do the affair. How the affair was growing. Like, it was blossoming in front of our eyes. Because she was letting her know. She was letting him know, like, I know who you are. I know who you are. Because he's like, we don't just give swords. She's like, my mama said you would know what to do. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it really wouldn't have been on it, but it's like, she already knew, like, I'm gonna make this nigga. He's gonna just do some random ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because he gave him a random ass sword.
Random ass sword.
Well, to be fair, that I feel like when he knew that she didn't say nothing, he was like, "Oh yeah, we both know this again.
We both know what we're here for.
Like,
we both know what we're here. We're here for a good time.
Snatch Trevor, come on out with me.
Come on out with me. Come on. Let me show you the world. Let me show you the world.
That's when I knew he was already deep in the trenches. Where he was like, hey, come on over here. Come on over here.
I forgot about that. The entire time, pre-marriage, marriage, and beyond,
bro.
They were just so aggressive with each other.
Bro,
when he was had the
we ain't get to that yet.
The entire relationship was crazy.
It was crazy.
That's what I'm like, bro. That's what I'm saying. I was watching the. I'm like, you look. I see what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When he pulled her over, I was like, okay, because that's what after that it was the pullover. They just kind of chilled.
Yeah.
That's when she sent her the you up text.
But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
We talk about like there was so much of like toxic what happens now, because that was technically like, hey, why you all the way over there? You know what I'm saying? That was that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they keep on, like, everything they did, like you said, you can translate a lot of nigga language in this.
It's a lot of nigga language. It's like, what you doing? Sit way on over there. Come on, over here.
What you doing over there? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said when she went.
And then, like I said, he went out on another war, and like I said, they texting back and forth, and then she definitely hit him with
that was after the marriage, because now they are married. Because that's when he came home like, my wife, you the one? Because
No, we're talking about the first text.
The first one. Remember when he smoked the car?
I thought he was still just in Paris.
That was after the date. That's how I was with the bro.
But I was saying, all that was still in Paris.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was
the
still in
second
Paris.
thing he,
because that's when he came. That's when he came in, and when she was like, when she spread the legs, and he like, okay, I see we finna get into some gangster shit.
Right.
And that's when he was like, we get married. You know
what I'm saying? That's when the marriage happened. That's when it was like, all right, I gotta lock this down.
Yeah,
he didn't lock it down very well.
He didn't lock it down.
He didn't
immediately do it.
Oh, because that's what we forgot to say. Before the legs and all that came up, and she told him. That was that conversation.
That was the conversation.
It was a you up text, and he came and saw her, and she was like, hey, let's talk about this.
Like, what is this?
Let me tell you where I came from.
It was that was the what are we? What is this?
Let me tell you where I came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, I don't care. And she was like, all right, well, we getting
married.
Flash 10 minutes. I didn't feel like it was the reception. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was the reception after the goddamn I do's.
Even how they was doing their I do's was toxic as bitch.
He asked her I do, and he was like, yeah, I do.
I do. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we do. We got this.
We do.
Real
man.
Like this. Hey, you good? Yeah.
We do. You know what I'm saying? Kissing all on him. Like,
I'm trying to get into this tail. Like, what you on?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish they would have really gave a timeline on how long it was between that. Because I feel like I said,
that's probably in that 4-hour cut.
I feel like it was the reception, bro.
Definitely that 4-hour cut.
They were on that table.
It felt like it. Like,
he said at the end, she already gripping fast. He like, what the fuck is this bitch? Oh,
yeah, no, he peeked it ASAP. Like, wait, whoa, and that's what the one thing I am surprised at that, bro. He never killed them.
I was really sorry. I was really surprised.
I thought for sure.
I would have put money on it. They all felt,
I would have put money on it.
Too polite back then. Like
I don't know how important he was. He was somebody important, but I don't know how important he really was.
He was also ambitious.
Yeah.
So he like to Bacardi's point, he like, I can make a scene enough where I can yell. Cause I felt like back then everybody was doing that. That ain't
You know
nothing
what? I think
but
because
violence.
it's because of Game of Thrones. See, if it was Game of Thrones or House of Dragons, that nigga would have been dead.
He'd have died.
We get used to that, and because this is set in the back in the day settings, we still we seeing that.
You know what? I honestly feel like if you probably watch a lot of them older ones back in the day, movies. It was probably just a lot of pettiness.
Right,
it was probably a lot of pettiness.
I don't think it was. It don't seem like it was
Caesar
as violent.
Them niggas was petty, dog.
Like everything was like
Leonardo da Vinci was definitely petty.
I'm gonna say some words out there that's gonna ruin your honor and whatnot.
You know what's funny? It makes Family Guy credence. Remember when Thomas Edison was fucking with who was he fucking with across the street in Family
Nikola
Guy?
Tesla?
Yeah. Remember it was like you need that light like it probably was more like that, dog.
I mean, they were definitely like that. Cause like I said, we get to the part where the petty against the people was coming in. So we're still in the, like I said, as soon as he got married.
Yep.
That's when they was the royalists. They were revolting.
They was revolting.
And he got sent off.
Yeah.
That was all still in Paris. They went to basically we got to go to the streets.
Yeah, we got to
go. So this was the first canon.
Second canon. That's when he learned about the canon. We was talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
with the boat.
With the boat.
So this is when he was like, because this is when he actually told them like.
He said, "Let me handle this.
Yeah,
with no interruption.
No command.
I don't even know. Y'all gonna let me handle this? Because shit's deep in it. And when they let him handle, bro,
he let them.
Bro,
that was the second time I was like, bro, this movie is violent.
It's how fast he does it. Because he went to the front lines. He heard them for a second, and he like, hey, ready them as they yelling, and then he was like, all right. Make it happen.
But that's what I'm saying. When you realize how, because that scene, they would sit on somebody who got hit.
Okay, we're good.
It was just crazy how they would sit on somebody who got hit. Like we saw somebody get hit with the cannon, and he just there half of him, and they just like, yeah, sit on this for a second.
Sit down on that. Watch that.
Look
watch
at this.
Like, bro, I was really, and that really was the scene. They really just made me like, if this is how dude really was, you really couldn't you really. Cause he was like,
he wasn't scared to pull the trigger. That's what it is.
Saying. Like he was a wild man, bro. Like
you ain't scared to pull the trigger.
Like, I'm about to kill these people, bro. Like he didn't even tell me like, you want to let me handle it.
But I feel like they were going to too. Just maybe not such a violent.
So and then look, I'm gonna start posting this. If I send you this, just know I'm about to kill shit.
I'm about to tear some.
I'm about to kill shit.
I'm about to blow some shit up.
You know that the memes they got. If I send you this, just know I'm blowing this shit up. G.
It's a wrap. You'll say
if I send you that's what it's
like the protest, and he like tilt the bitches down. Tilt the bitches down. You said look back. Look, but they still just crumping and doing all that. They just doing all that shit to this nigga. He like. Fire that shit. And then as soon as it happened, you saw you remember like, oh shit, he really did it. Got little.
I mean, we said it, we would too. Well, let's be honest.
I mean, we definitely would, but it's the fact that how fast it was, because you gotta think, in protesting, right? There's
you
always,
think in a modern time.
Yeah, I am, but I'm saying there's always that fear that the police is gonna shoot, but you're like, they ain't about to shoot a crowd of people. Napoleon was like, I'll shoot a crowd of people.
Can it go boom? You was doomed, nigga. Dude, like, you in the front line and you heard that motherfucker. You saw that nigga really bring the light down. It's like, bro, they about to fire it. You gone, dog.
I just want to know who got dragged to the front line. Like, who wasn't wanting to be there. And when the shit went down, he looking at his guy like, see,
when you watch
I ain't want to be here. And
when you watch the scene, it was wild to me because I really feel like they just really kept formation. We gonna get into formations.
Oh yeah, we gonna definitely get into formation.
Formation that protest line, knowing that they was like, bro, he about to fire these. Like, no one, I didn't see nobody.
They didn't believe that he was going to.
It was like once they got fired, everybody scattered away. Ain't nobody be like, dog.
They was just that mad.
Nobody believed that he was going to shoot the cannon on the people.
Bro, he was a dog. So that was like as much as that.
I bet you they don't make that mistake no more.
As a person who's not really historic or never really read a lot about Napoleon, I feel like there's a lot of people who probably know a lot of, like, whether it be from history, whatever. Like, so for me,
history buffs,
like, I understood the narcissistic and people, like, how he was. Even if you think about the Napoleon complex, we grew up understanding the Napoleon complex, and that really is the narcissistic, pretty much asshole, whatever kind of person. You know what I'm saying? But to see it in such a war-driven society, or like, where it's shit like cannons, and it's like, bro, you gotta really be cutthroat.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different kind of like, bro, I don't give a fuck about y'all.
And he was and that's what made him so efficient, because like his notorious reign was that nigga was like he said I'll do the stuff that people are scared to do, and that nigga proved it. That nigga proved it.
For France,
that
bro.
Y'all. At the end of the day, that man loved his country.
He loved his country and he loved Josephine.
Yes, those are his two loves in life.
And his mama.
And his mama.
Yeah.
And his mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And so now we get to when he's traveling and then
this when he was in Africa.
Then he in conquer mode. He's in conquering mode.
And his guy hit him with the, hey, you know your girl sleeping with somebody?
Well, we got to say it first, but it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this was the first nigga moment.
Yeah, cause he was on a high, and then he was eating. You know what I'm saying? And
that's when I thought his guy hit him. His guy sleeping with somebody.
His guy first also purpose. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you mad.
Are you happy right now?
Like, can I tell you this without you? Like,
I feel like you
but then, you know why? Because he knows. He's like, bro, can I tell you this without you firing off on me? Because I feel like if I tell you this, you gonna fire on me.
You know what's funny though? Nigga terminology.
Yeah.
He like, can I tell you some shit you don't think I'm hating, bro? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
hating.
what it is. I'm not
trying to tell
hating.
you what's going on.
And even in Napoleon response, he was like, nigga, you jacking. You jacking. Like, bro, why you lying to me, cuz? Like, why you jacking? And he's like,
bro said what, bro? Whatever. Not my bitch.
Not Josephine.
And then, even though he saw the hand, but you also gotta remember, before you came to him, we forgot about that. He was writing this like, why you ain't been writing me back?
oh yeah.
You know
that's right. Yeah.
because they was texting. They was texting, and then he was like,
He left on red.
He said, hey, I've been sending you messages. You ain't sending me messages back. It bet not be another nigga over there. And I know that.
Because he was expecting to, because he saw that
he saw that.
All we saw was that moment where he saw them kind of hold hands or whatever. But that's the energy he kept on. Like, it bet not be that motherfucker.
And low key, side nigga, he was mad disrespectful because after he got done smashing Josephine, this nigga walking out smacking ass on the other chicks and shit. I was
He was having a grand old time.
yo, he out here
didn't care.
living.
He was having a grand
Napoleon
old
in
time.
Africa. What do I care?
And it's Napoleon. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Napoleon, bro.
Napoleon ain't got shit on me.
At the reception, he was like, you really married this man? Like, he already on her head. She like, yeah.
If Napoleon future, then who do?
I mean, no, he ain't Russ.
He ain't Russ.
I mean, Future probably had a lot of adversaries. I think he'd be another random rapper. Just another random rapper in the game.
Chris Brown, somebody. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they both had club lips.
Songs.
Both had club lips. Fucking with the same stripper.
Right.
Fucking with the same
But
stripper.
he was texting. But what made that scene extra funny, because after this guy told him he let some time go past, then they went back in the room like, hey, hold up.
Popped up in his room.
Where you hear that at?
Lay going crazy.
Lay
going crazy.
Bro, he had the...
Because he stood on it. He sat on it. He started putting the pieces together. Like, yeah, she was touchy-feely with old boy. And
was that after he got the first letter, like the newspaper?
No, that was
no.
No, that because he didn't find out the newspaper until he damn near got back.
Yeah.
So that's when he came. That's when he just came back because he was like, because he didn't tell him how he knew yet. He just said, "I'm just telling your girl."
Yeah.
So he came back and like, hold on, how you know that?
That's right.
And he was like, my girl over there too, and she be telling me the tea. And then, like I said, we talked about it too.
He really like, so you fucking with the other lip.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the other chick over
there.
But then when he told her, and then he was like, all right, so like, hey, get some boats. We heading it back out. He's like, bro, you gonna be abandoned. And that to me was hilarious. Bro. He's like, nah, bro got it. And then he said, bro got it. I gotta go handle some shit.
You know how mad you gotta be to be like, we leaving the continent.
I need you to understand.
We leaving the continent tonight.
Tonight. Don't tell nobody. Tell that nigga
bro,
in charge.
You rowing by yourself.
Angry rowing.
Like you not in the big boat when niggas doing it.
I'm not going. They not in the rowboat. They took one of those. They took a little
petty energy.
They took a little boat. They think that's a little self.
They ain't no crew.
It's probably they might have. He came back with people. Remember marching with him.
Napoleon was on some petty shit. That nigga like.
I don't think that they remember. They also people didn't know he was back. They didn't like they had a welcoming party.
That's why I said he couldn't come with a big ass boat because
But I think he came with enough of his crew. Like, hey, we all doing this.
You know what? Because that's why he stole the other boat, right? That one time because he's like he can't roll up on his boat. That's probably his MO. He probably went out on them 2 rowboats, saw the boat, like, hey, let's get that boat real quick.
Let's get that
boat real quick.
It really was like that's what I'm saying. So for me, that moment when he said we finna go ride back out was the moment the whole movie was a different movie to me. the whole movie is no longer a war movie. It's about getting your bitch back.
It wasn't a war movie. Like I didn't look at this as a war movie, dog.
It was half because it was really his life, and his life was so much of his life was still war.
It really was.
So it's
but
like,
in between that is like y'all keep playing with me and my emotions.
I think that's what they wanted to tell. Like in reading some of the stuff that Ridley Scott was saying, and sort of even while Joaquin Phoenix said he took the role, they wanted to really tell the story of who he was as a person. Like we were talking about it, like we don't know if this is a hero movie or like a sad movie.
Yeah,
it's just like, bro, this is life.
Yeah,
take it how you live.
And that's what that's what it was because because like you're seeing everything that goes into his life from every aspect. Like you're seeing how the media treated him because somebody had his beat. Somebody was on Napoleon duty.
Every time the letter, every time he thought something was happening. Yeah. I feel like the next scene they'll show us the newspaper clipping of like, hey, the whole country knows too.
Yeah. Because and then here's the thing, he's so famous that he would be upset when people don't know that he on the way. Because remember he had a couple times like, yo, they don't know him. Yo, nobody told me. It's me.
When he pulled back, when he and I still need to. What I'm trying to get people to understand. Where was that? England? Where was that? France. France.
His home country. Yeah.
Africa to France in the overnight decision. Like we out of here.
You can't. I don't think you can get there strictly on.
I don't even know, but I feel like by boat it's not still an overnight. This is a week at least, couple days. But so you already on water in pure hatred mode. Like I'm just waiting to get there. The only thing you sleeping on is anger. You know what I'm saying? You get there, and like I said, fam, you gotta remember, she was so shit. This nigga got there, she wasn't there.
She was not there.
Like, bro, fam, first of all, when they came, it was like, bro, Napoleon here. They like, what the fuck? What? You know what I'm saying?
Dog, and then when they had to ask him, he just, Do you know what this country been through when I'm gone?
Bro, wait, hold on. We gotta give it this proper because when he landed, he started marching. Niggas was like, Napoleon's here, and they immediately was like, well, he abandoned, so they was gonna hold him trial. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because in a war, you can't abandon,
right?
Especially like that. He was sitting there, bro. You can tell by the look at his face. He had that smug. Like, he was like, bro, I got something to do.
He hushed him first.
Yeah.
He really hushed.
That's what I'm saying. He did basically.
Well, because he let them get it out what they was accusing him on first. That's what I'm saying. While he was sitting there, he was like, he was looking like, yo, y'all wasting my time. And they was like, you banded it and stuff like that. And then he hushed him like, he was like, y'all coming at me? When I left, I just won a war. Right. And now, I'm out here conquering, and y'all looking broke as a bitch right now. Like, what happened? The bank low? The shit's going crazy?
Money running low. He got it in their pocket.
He got that money running low, and somebody fucking my bitch.
Because that was the scene.
He ended with it.
Because that was the scene I forgot to talk about
he
before.
He ended with that.
Before, because that was he came here on the bitch. So we missed the whole scene and the fact that he got there and he had to put on, oh, she ain't here?
Yeah.
She ain't here? Put the shit outside there.
Put the shit outside.
That's right, because she came back in tears on her. It was right. That was true BET movie.
That was dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said, like, him leaving, it got so much sweeter for me because him leaving, like I said, the movie changed when he was like, we gotta go back. I gotta go check on my bitch. Yeah. So then when he get there and it's pure trauma still, like pure like, oh, she ain't there. I mean, my thing's like, oh my God, this nigga the bitch like, yo, what she doing? What it doing? Like, I'm not even worried about no war.
Bro, and even the conversation he had with her,
like, bro,
dog, that conversation
she came back and he was like, what did he say?
He said, I thought we was a union. Man, he was like, he said, you got that little respect for me?
Like, that little respect, like, bro, he went ham on her. Like, I made you. He went through all, like, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that was that whole, they had a moment, though. That's why I said when we talk about they peaks and valleys.
You can see right here. You can't get to it. There's France.
I
just didn't know how high.
What part of Africa was he in though?
He was in Egypt, so that's all. I didn't know if the Mediterranean went up.
No, I still want to see the. I want to see the difference. Look at that. Like, how long is that motherfucker?
By boat, it's a lot.
They was rowing, bro. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like when that dynamic of like. That's what I said, like the peaks and valleys. Like, so like they had, like for anybody else, you would look at that like they finally had after that moment though when he like I caught you cheating, you fucking off on me. But they had that whole long night talk. They got their shit.
They broke each other down, built each other back up.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, you my best friend. Like I need you to understand. I'm with you. Are you mine for life?
Right.
I'm trying to put you out here. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even want to fuck with it. Like bro. And he was like, what I'm saying like. So that's what it was cold. It was like after that, that's what it was. And he had to meet with them like, bro.
Right.
Get off my business. I don't got time for y'all. Like, and it was. I think that was like the coldest thing about Napoleon was the fact that he was really like, he knew his life really was like all over the place. Like I'm cold at war,
but I don't know life, a lot else. I'm just getting there.
Life be life.
I'm telling you,
I can't get my bitch right.
But you know what? And at that time, that's when I leaned over for Cardi and I said, there's a Will Smith and Jada joke in this movie. There's a Will Smith and Jada joke in this movie with how Napoleon and
Brian director's cut.
Yeah, because Napoleon and Josephine. Because here's the thing. The way Napoleon was talking to Josephine at that moment, right? You thought it was going to be like a one-sided thing, but Josephine was giving it back. Well, not even she.
It was. I wouldn't even say gave it back. She let him get all of it out. And it was like, all right, you done?
That's what I'm saying. Right back. It was like, yo, y'all matching energy like a motherfucker.
They both of them was running the trenches. That's what I'm saying. This was real RN and drug dealer love, nigga. Like this is real, like nurse and drug dealer love.
But
bro.
then, like I said, so
trenches. After
that moment, that's when the betrayal started happening. Because that's when you start seeing people jump in sides and stuff like that with Napoleon's enemy. Because, like I said, that speech that he gave, or in that letter to Josephine, when like said again, they was talking. So he's like, them letters didn't stop. That nigga went back to the board, sent another. And he's like, yo. He's like, these people are siding with my enemy.
That was when I think he was the Tsar of Russia.
Yeah, and he was like,
and he sided with Austria.
Yeah, he was like, he copying what I'm doing. He was like, he made a grave mistake. He was like, he made a grave mistake because he like, it's like, yo, you copy. You don't even know the shit that I be on.
Bro, like, He didn't even, and he was like, he don't even know. He don't use what I use.
Yeah,
right.
Like, and that's also I think. That's also hopefully we get the rest because I feel like that's gonna be like saying that it's like we didn't see it though.
Yeah, because like, I know they showed 6 battles overall in the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the 3 major ones were Waterloo, which is the last battle.
Yep.
This ice battle, and I can't remember. I think that was Austerlitz.
Was that the one where he lost the sound?
No, the Austerlitz is the one that was the ice battle. And I would say the first one. Those I feel like the whole Russia battle, like you kind of saw like that's the one where he like they got bombed.
Yeah.
Then he ran out. That one it was kind of like. You just sort of seeing the dip to the end.
Okay. Because it goes so, but one thing, one thing about the ice battle that we talk about the moment of the ice battle, but we got to talk about like the layers that he had because he had the people back there. These niggas rushed. They was like they thought they was on right. Yeah. They was running. They was rushing. He was like, nah, let them think they got the high ground. Like he was patient with it. Let it happen. Then he was like, all right.
He sent infantry.
Send infantry real quick. So infantry came through and they sent more people. He was like, yeah. All right. Perfect. Cavalry. Yep.
And then I felt like he wanted to be like, what was he? Leonardo, fucking from Fresh Prince when Jeffrey was
cannons. Because soon as that, he was like, all right. Hey, now,
like.
Cannons.
And that was what he do.
It was definitely a great band. Like I said, for me, never watched the trailer. Like I said,
me either.
So it was like, I knew, I'm like, these niggas on ice.
I didn't get into the brush. When he brushed it, I said, oh shit, he on ice.
Before the brush, I saw him like kind of piling. I saw what he was doing, like trying to put them together.
You saw him like sort of moving in places. Even if I wouldn't have saw the trailer, that's when it hit you like.
Well, see, I didn't think about ice. I thought he was just positioning them to get taken out by the cannon.
It was really bad because that's what, because like I said, it set off when it was like they spotted us. He was like, "Good, go to sleep.
Yeah.
We finna start tomorrow."
That's when I knew. I was like, even if I wouldn't have saw the trailer, that's when I was like, "Oh, he has a plan."
Yeah.
And also the way he sleep was creepy. Like this nigga just be straight up.
Niggas be I think that was kind of the humor of this shit too. Like the governors general fight were really talking to each other like they were like. In my mind, I looked at that like a top level. Like y'all really were like 2 niggas playing chess. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I have a heart on at 7.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Cause like even like I said, when the scene where they were looking at him through
the looking at
like, is he asleep? They like, this nigga just
he just be sleep. He just be sleep.
Right
but
now.
yeah, so the ice battle, like I said, that to me,
it was more devastating to see it than it was in the trailer.
That was probably one of the most wildest war scenes I've ever seen.
It's up there. Ain't the wildest one. Battle of the Bastards still up there.
I know. That's because that one was just straight up fighting. I felt like for 50 minutes. This one was devastating because
it was just wild, because I was like,
you saw it happen, and then you had to sit with the chaos that they were living in as they were trying to escape out of it.
And see, that's the thing. Battle of the Bastards. It was still a
fight. It was still
a fight.
Back and forth.
Once that first came, I said,
this was actually.
There's no.
We sat in that scene for like 5 minutes.
This was a slaughter.
I feel like we sat there.
You see niggas clawing. They was trying.
Bro, one dude was half out. His guy is trying to get out. Pulls him back in his like chaos.
But the one thing that had me cracking up, I was like, jump off the fucking horse. There was niggas going down with the horse.
Now part, I'm like, you think you assume the horse is gonna be faster, so you like, bro, let me use this.
He was on the horse still while the horse was going down. Like,
you want him to pull the Mario
off the horse, G.
I'd definitely popped him off the horse like, yo, shit.
I'd use that horse to catapult. I was like, all right, fuck.
Like, I'd definitely fam. He wouldn't have sunk that fast. I'd be like, boy, I'm gonna get off you and get right back up out here. Like, but I'm like, that was like, I think that like the ice thing was like one of the most. It was as far as you would say that was quick and efficient. It was probably the most savage I've probably seen in a war movie. You know what I'm saying?
So then we bounce back to him and Josephine. More toxic shit, cause like, bro, like this nigga heinous on how he starts sex. That's when he was doing the horse.
Because
he was in heat, but he was trying to catch him in air. And after like months of fucking, like, bro, he was just sitting at the lunch table, and he was like, "Hey man, why you ain't getting pregnant?"
Put her underneath.
Like, why you ain't getting pregnant? He was like, it ain't lack of fucking. I know that.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude was definitely doing a lot. Like the energy they had to get. Like I was saying, like the wars were so. For me, it became so secondary.
No, war was
like,
B-story. War was B-story.
I feel like that's what this was supposed to be. Because even if you think about it, this entire movie was basically told through the letters. Whether it was to his mom or to Josephine, it was all basically these letters.
Yeah, I think it had to be. He found somebody found the letters or whatever.
So like, and obviously, I'm sure there was some dramatization of it.
Yeah.
But that's why I think it felt secondary, because you at some point you like. Well, why is this person so important that he keep writing to them?
Right. I mean, I think it was great too, because it's like, I feel like if like I said, because if in my mind, I'm hoping that the letters were real, because like I said, they put in the story that that they were sold off. So it's like I'm hoping the letters were real, because then you really are going off the letters to try to create how he was when he got home.
Right.
Because the letters is pretty much him talking about the wars, and you can kind of dramatize the war, but you don't know how he really is when he at home though. Like when he's back at home, it's like, I'm back at home, I just won this war.
You want to know what's funny?
You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to use that letter to be like, oh, you cheating on me? To be like, he definitely went back home. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what's funny? Is if you write the letters and use the future meme and put the letters behind it.
You can definitely get there. You definitely get there.
Like, you got the letters. So what I do love how this movie did, the arc, and then like you see him on the high, even though his life is all over the place. I mean, that nigga was running.
It was still.
And
he
then,
was emperor.
Yeah, but when he got the emperor, they gave him the crown. He was doing it his own way too. Cause like every time, it's like, oh, this is tradition. Fuck that. Give me that crown. Like he was doing things to interrupt things, and that's what caused the mutiny. I guess you want to call it, because like you said, people at some point was like, bro, we gotta get rid of bro. Like, yo, he's doing too much. And so, as we keep on moving down, because then when it gets to his downfall, you see his ego get so big, because like I said, they done banished him once, and he came back
in less than
with
a year.
niggas, came back with less than a year. Like, nah, that shit was, I'm here. This is my block. And you know what I'm saying? And then they had the whole infantry. He was like, yo, hey, it's me. The nigga was like, all right, yeah, it was like, it was just like so crazy of his confidence, but he was efficient.
I mean, he was really a war. He was really a war general. I mean, being a war general, you're gonna always have the soldiers. Like regardless of how much he put them through, whatever. He like, bro, we had some victories. Though. We went crazy. Like we saw. So it's like, I think that's what was really great, because I mean, Napoleon is a war general that became emperor. And I think that's what they showed. Like he didn't really have. He had mass appeal, but he had mass people who just want to be another. Like I want to be another fucking war general. But like as far as regular people, this nigga was just a hood nigga still. Like I'm just a hood nigga.
No, it was this was a random ass hood story because if they took this storyline and just tweaked it with like the how you talk, how you say certain things, and how things happen, this is a fucking power episode. It's like it's a hood movie, dog. Like this was
somebody just move in, like somebody who just worked the block.
Yeah,
he got up good. He just get in. You get in with the boss. The boss be like, I got you. We gonna move up. You move you up, and then
but then the boss don't like you because now you're doing too much, and the boss is like, yo, we gotta get him.
Now you cut a deal with somebody else, and like we gonna take over this nigga. Like, cause we forgot about that whole part when they was like, we gonna get rid of half the table and just be 3.
Oh yeah, when it was just 3 of them.
Yeah, he like y'all want me to just beat awesome. So he's like, no, you in with us.
You the third.
You in with us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, well let's get this shit
going.
Tell
them niggas resign by breakfast. We ready, G.
So I mean, I think putting that kind of life together, that's what I'm saying. Like that, it was definitely a difference. Yeah. It was like a different view of the movie.
It's honestly, it's one of those movies. I think a lot of people are gonna think like how we thought initially going in, like this is gonna be some military movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be almost like a documentary style.
Yeah.
I guess in a sense it is because it's like it's supposedly a biopic, but honestly, watch it. I mean,
because now I do want to know a true history buff what they think about it.
Yeah, that would
because
be
for us, it was interesting. We liked it. It was entertaining. Like
I feel like if you a history buff, you kind of like the Mexican history though too.
I'm telling people, yo, I'm telling people go watch it. Like for real, go watch this shit.
Definitely go watch it.
You a fan of Bridgerton and all that? Because I mean, it was the pettiness and all that. It's just war
and petty.
War and petty. I feel like if you ever was a fan of Napoleon, if anybody was ever like.
Being a fan of Napoleon crazy.
But I mean, you got that just still like you put it in the mind of somebody like, especially short people, like shit. I mean, I go by, I identify as a short person. You know what I'm saying?
You identify as a short king?
You identify as a short king?
That's a wild
I feel like when I'm on my shit, I might be on my Napoleon comments. Well, you can't tell me shit. I'm in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean,
that's a wild statement.
So I mean, that nigga had what was the final stat?
61 victories and. What did it say? 3,600,000 died of his people.
Yeah, I don't think it was just his. I think it was just
all the general. You think it was the deaths?
I think that was tallied in total.
I thought it was his people. I'm like, bro, you cold because you won and lost this many people.
If you won, yeah. Because I think they did give him that moment where he was like, bro, we gotta. That's when they sent him off the first time. Like, you let too many people die.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. But that was his march to Russia. But that was a loss though. You know what I'm saying?
No, they technically, I think, supposedly won that fight.
But he kept going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, we got this thing. He was like, we can go back. Like, so that was really what messed him up because it was like they could have just left. Because they did say like we should go back. Now he's like, no, we're gonna keep marching to Russia. So he was like, they won. So that's why he lost. I mean, that's why they lost so many people. But I thought he was definitely great.
2.5 million military personnel died
during the Napoleon Wars, right?
That's just total dead and missing. The military personnel in Europe, and then 1 million civilians were killed in Europe and in rebellious French overseas colonies.
Oh, so that's how they got to the 3.6.
Yeah, so that's the 3.6 total in casualties.
That's crazy.
He was going crazy.
Going crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, so Napoleon was a monster, fam. He was definitely a monster.
But the movie was good.
Yeah, the movie was definitely.
Given the estimate,
it's a great fam.
So the estimate of military and civilian deaths. So this is with everything, even the casualties. He has had from anywhere between 3.2 and 6.5.
That's crazy.
Because there's so many wars you really gotta put together.
So man, if y'all didn't let's say if y'all didn't know nothing about this movie, watch the trailer. Definitely go check it out. If you were on the fence about it, definitely watch it. I can't really speak for a history buff. I don't know if they're gonna like it or not. So I will. If you are a history buff, please let us know in the comments what you thought of the movie. For those who have seen it, let us know. And after you see it, come back and let us know what y'all think.
I definitely think.
November 22nd, it'll be out.
Great.
Definitely go see it.
Like I said,
it was a random.
I said it was
a random win.
Unexpected win.
I said it's pure chaos of love, peace, and war, fam.
Yeah.
Like it
is.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but until next time, this has been Geekset Rewind, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.